Hola, hola. It's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, queen, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. And I am here to remind you, I'm a confidence coach, a business mentor, a speaker, an author, and I am obsessed with women standing up, showing up, and creating their confidence. And I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to the podcast. I just need to say real quick before we get into this, because today's topic is so juicy and hot. And I'm definitely going to get an itchy nose because I get all up into it when my nose starts itching. You already know. I just got back from a 3-day lockdown writing retreat that I put myself into. It was the most amazing thing I've ever done. I was in the woods, literally at the foot of the woods here in Australia, in Melbourne, in Dandenong Ranges. Gorgeous birds, kookaburras, all these animals, gorgeous trees everywhere. Oh my God, it was so amazing. And I was by myself in this cabin, which old Erica would have been freaking out, like, who's going to come and kill me in the middle of the woods? Nobody. But I was a little bit scared when I got there. My husband had spent some time there doing his shamanic vision quest initiation, and he took himself there. I found it on Airbnb. It was amazing. And so I just got back, and I can't tell you, I've probably got 60,000 words clean, ready for the book. The book is due, my first draft. I'm writing my second book in case you didn't know. This first draft is due at the end of May. So I still have like half the month to finalize everything. I'm so excited about what it's about. It was a perfect place to sit in my energy for this book and to create. And all day, all I had to do was write. So I just wrote all day. And then I would have a walk and have a break and go outside and feed the freaking birds. They were so cute. These little parrots just like landed on the balcony and just fighting over the bird seed. And then I would watch some Diary of a CEO at night. And then I would have a bath and eat and sleep, and it was just incredible. So I know that I'm very privileged that I got to create the opportunity to do that for myself, and I organized my kids and my husband and all my clients, but I cannot tell you how amazing that was for me. And maybe you need to take yourself away or pause for 2 hours and give yourself a break. I did that episode last week on do you need to put yourself in lockdown? I highly recommend you do it. Oh my God, I feel fucking brand new. And all these ideas were coming because I calmed myself down. I had some time off. I could have stayed there for another like 4 days. Anyway, I feel really good and very excited. And this week, I haven't told y'all, my podcast people, this weekend I'm launching a program that I've been creating in the background called The Queen's Table. Sexy ass name. The brand is brand new. We did a whole rebrand for it. It's amazing. And I've been sitting on this idea, this container that I want to create for 2 years. 2 years I've been marinating. It's been in my journal for 2 years. And to be honest, it has just been so hectic and so crazy. I honestly have not been able to give it the time with freaking interviews, podcasts, TEDx, speaking, kids. Amazing. My business is doing great and it's incredible. But I wasn't able to give the bandwidth or the love to this container. And it's a very small, intimate group. I usually don't do small. I do like 300 to 500 women. This would be like 15 women, maybe. It's very small. And I'm super excited about it. So it's launching this weekend. I've sent out invites this week to women that I've invited on social media that I'm like, you, I love you. If you're listening to this and you've seen a little bit about it or you're interested, hit me up. Just send me the little chess piece, the black queen chess piece emoji on Instagram, or send me a DM or email me and I'll tell you more about it if you're interested. But I'm sharing that with you because I've noticed that some of the content that I speak about when I speak in front of business people and groups of business owners is really around having the confidence to show up, to take your space unapologetically, to own who you are, to speak your truth, to be controversial, to be the way you are, to be sounding and looking the way that you want to sound and look, to share a message that's important to you in the way that you want to say it. Basically being fully expressed yourself. And I know that we feel like it's so saturated. Maybe you have a big impact to make. Maybe you have started a business and there's a million life coaches, or there's a billion people doing graphic design, or it feels like everyone's doing what you want to do. And it feels like it's a cookie cutter situation. Today's episode, I want to talk about standing out from the crowd and the freaking importance it is that you stand out from the crowd. Especially in today's day, we got so much technology. There are so many people trying to get your attention. So many people going, click here, look at this, download this, listen to the podcast, read the book. That's why I always say, I'm so grateful for you listening to my podcast. I am so grateful for you watching me on YouTube, for you following along the journey, for you opening my emails. Like, I don't take you for granted. I'm so thankful to you. I love you. If I haven't told you lately, thank you. I love you. Thank you for being here. Right? Like, genuinely, because you have many choices. There's so many people on the internet. There's so many people trying to get noise and trying to get your attention and making noise. And there's just a lot. There's a lot happening. And our dopamine levels and, our levels of attention span have really decreased. Okay. Like goldfish have won. We have no attention span. And our memories, we're just like looking at stuff and consuming content. And I guess I wanted to say today that it's not about you making more noise. It's not about you being loud. It's not about you competing with someone else. But how do you stand out from the crowd? How do you actually become a trailblazer? How do you actually become the queen bee of your industry? How do you actually make your noise in a way that feels authentic to you? How do you attract and magnetize the people, the opportunities, the places that you want and that you desire that are meant for you? How do you do that? Y'all know I love me some Tony Robbins. I love him because he says so much truth, and that shit hurts. But he says most people, think about this, most people will not have the life that they want, the body that they want, the health that they want, the money that they want, the love, the career. Most people won't have every single thing that they want and they desire. The love of their lives, the relationships they want, the money that they want, the impact, the purpose, the career, the body, the health. They won't live where they want to live. They won't work in the ways they want to work. Most people. And I'm like, what's the point? If the point isn't to go for a life and create a life that lights you up and makes you happy and you get what you want, and we are creators, we get to create our reality by the choices that we make, then what's the point? And so when I speak to women in business and they're like, I want to stand out from the crowd. I want people to choose me. I want to be the go-to. I want to be the this. And I'm like, cool. How do you do that? Because the reality is that most of us won't make it. So many women I speak to are like, I want to go on Oprah's couch. I'm like, is that a pipe dream? Or are you working to become the person who gets to be on Oprah's couch for whatever reason? I used to say I wanted to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't care about that. But that was something that I wanted to do. And I remember Gary Vaynerchuk, we went to see him live. This was right before I was able to get him on my podcast. And someone said to him like, oh, I want to reach a million people. I want to help a billion people. And he straight up was like, how do you show up on the internet? Do you show up like you want to reach a billion people? Are you posting? Are you showing up every day? Are you going hardcore? Are you getting a bunch of no's? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you doing everything you can all day, every day to make sure that you reach your billion people? Now, I'm not saying burn out, but saying that you want to impact a billion people, that's a massive ass vision. So you're not going to be like, I work 9 to 3, I sleep in, on the weekends I party, I got a great social life. That's not going to be it. If you're like, I have a little impact I want to make, fantastic. But when you say, I have a massive impact, I want to be on Oprah's couch, I want to write books, I want to be on big stages, I want to be the best in my industry, I want to be the go-to, I want to make all this money, I want to impact millions of people. When you say shit like that, I'm already getting itchy in the nose, y'all. When you say shit like that, what is your output? And when I look at many of us online, we're not willing to stand out from the crowd. We're not willing to say shit that other people won't agree with. We're not willing to be who we came here to be. We're not willing to be contrarian. We want to be likable. We don't want to make someone angry. We don't want someone not to like us. We don't want to be controversial. We don't want to tell our opinions. It's like, how are you going to stand out when you're blending in, when you're scared to get canceled or scared to get trolled or scared to be criticized? Welcome. Hello. Of course that's going to happen. Of course, when you have a strong message and a strong personality or a strong personal brand, people will not like you. I mean, you don't like everybody you meet, right? There's people for you and there's people that are not for you. Some of this I'm speaking about in my book. I'm writing about it. And I went and saw Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett. Shout out to him. Incredible. Seeing him in person, and it felt like a life coach session. I felt like he just coached the whole audience. Those that were listening, he was incredible. And he shared the lady Jane who opened Dermalogica, the skincare brand. She wrote a book, Skin in the Game, and she talked about her journey building Dermalogica, making it a multi, I don't know, million or billion-dollar business. And she said that in order for you to turn on 20% of people, you need to piss off 80%. And especially if you're in business, and especially if you have a big vision and an impact to make, you have to turn off 80% of people if you want to turn on 20%. I was like, yes, that's how we stand out. If we're too scared to say things the way we want to say them, if we're too scared to be who we are in that moment and express ourselves because we want to be liked, then you are not going to be standing out. You're going to do the opposite. You're going to blend in. And I'm like, for what? You're going to blend in. Nobody's going to remember you. You're not memorable when you blend in. When you blend in, you become like everybody else. And of course, standing out and going for what you want and speaking what you want to speak and standing in your voice and in your power and in your message and in the way you see the world, loud and proud. And it doesn't mean you need to be loud. I mean loud and proud, like owning that. For you to do that means you are going to upset people who don't agree with you. It means you're going to repel people. And I'm like, bug spray them. Bye. Like, see ya. That's okay. And send them love. I'm not for everybody. Some people listen to my podcast and are like, whoa, swearing. Somebody left me a review. And I don't care, by the way. I'm looking forward to all the critics. So welcome. I love you. You are welcomed. Bless you. I don't care, right? Like, I'm not for you, clearly. But somebody left me a review about swearing. I'm like, it's an explicit podcast. There's an E on every episode. It's explicit, like parental guidance is advised or whatever. Like, yeah. And that's me. And there's someone else who's doing a podcast and they're not saying bad words and they're chill and they're more calm. They're not doing what I'm doing. And that's cool. You don't have to be here, baby boo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. So if you are genuinely here and you want to stand out from the crowd and you want to cut through the noise and you want to be the go-to and you want to stand for something, be ready. Don't just speak it. Don't just say it. Be it. Do it. Do the thing that you're saying. Because it's easy to talk it. It's easy to talk the talk, right? But when people come trolling or complaining or criticizing or saying, I don't like how you do this, you should do that, and you shape-shift yourself over there, that's not you owning your space. That's not you being who you came here to be. That's you people-pleasing and manipulating people so that they like you. How do you stand out from the crowd then? And look at me, when I tell you, there are so many coaches, there are so many podcasts. I'm not like, what is she doing? What are they doing? Oh, what do they do? Should I do it? No way. You have to start to listen to your inner voice, which maybe is a whisper. And the more you listen to that intuition, to that internal you that knows exactly what to do and who to be, the more you're going to be. And you are always evolving and shifting and changing. Okay, so don't feel bad if someone doesn't like this version of you, because in 6 months, you're going to be another version. So don't worry. Whatever version of you they're talking about, it's an outdated old version and you already up leveled and changed. You be shape shifted into the next level. That's happening to me. People are going to talk about me and I'm like, that's used to be me. That's not me anymore. Good luck catching me. I'm on to the next level. I'm on to the next step. And that's exactly how it's going to be for you. When you say, I want to stand out from the crowd. Oh, that's a big thing to say. It's actually better not to say it. It's actually better not to say it, but to do it. Be it. So this is my invitation to you. Don't be vanilla. We know the stats say that most of us won't make it to the dream life. Most of you will not get what you want to get. The reality is we won't. So how can we? It's us owning who we are. It's us standing in our power. It's us going, this is who I am. I'm willing to stand out from the crowd. I'm willing to be contrarian. I'm willing to say what I want to say and do me. And I don't need you to approve of me. And those of us that can do that and stick to who we're here to be, yo, you got this. Anyway, my kids are coming because it's 3:30. Real talk. They're about to come up in here. Hold on a second. So, in order for me to go do my motherhood gear, I got to go do that now. But I just wanted to say really quickly the importance of you owning who you are. You deserve to be who you came here to be. You deserve to have all the success you want to have. You deserve to be loud and proud in you. And it's okay if people don't like you. And as a matter of fact, give people all that you want to give them. Don't hold back. Give the value, share your opinion, be outspoken, share your stories, tell us who you are, tell us why you believe what you believe. Let us in to who you are as a person. Because I'm telling you right now, when you do that, people love you, you get fans. And yeah, you're going to get haters, but all of us are going to get haters. You can't have fans without haters. Like one needs the other, and that's okay. Don't focus on the critics. Don't focus on making those people who don't like you, because that's not going to work. Focus on those that do resonate. Focus on those that love what you're about. Focus on you being more of you and finding out who you're not, taking all that off and being like, this is me. Like, this is me. Like, I wish I had my earrings because I'd be wearing my big ass hoops, right? Like, this is who I am. I'm loud. I'm out there right now in my life. Maybe in the future I'll be quieter, but right now this is who I am. And if somebody sees me fully turned up all the way and they're like, hell no, makes me so happy. It makes me so happy because I don't have to pretend to be someone. I don't have to fit myself into a box so that you like me. You like me, you don't, that's not my business. That's your business. That says nothing about me, says everything about you. And that's what I want you to think about. When you stand up from the crowd and you make noise, you're going to piss people off. Your family is going to get pissed off. You're going to ruffle some feathers. Good. Do something. It's so boring and blasé. This vanilla, one size fits all, cookie cutter, copy and fucking paste, swipe file bullshit. It sucks. It's boring. Boring. Yawn. Right? How can you show us who you are? How can you stand in your shit? How can you create your own boundaries? How can you create your own world? How can you create your own rules? How can you make your world this? And you're like, this is me. It's exciting. It's different. It's not like everybody else. And those that are meant to find you, those that are meant for the medicine that you have, which is different to the medicine that I have, that's that shit right there. That's you standing out from the crowd, owning who you are unapologetically. And when you do that, oh my gosh, it's so sexy. It's so like magnetizing and people will want to get into your world. Okay, that's it. I love you. Have the best week and I'll see you next week. Come on, kids. Let's do this. Thank you so much for listening. I freaking love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your ears and your energy and your attention. Thank you for letting me into your world. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this podcast. There are so many podcasts you can listen to, and I deeply, deeply, for real, appreciate you listening to mine. Do me one big favor, one big thing. Please share this episode or this podcast with a woman who you know needs to hear this. This is my mission on planet Earth, to serve as many women as possible so that we could show up, stand up, speak up, and create the confidence and the life that we desire. I appreciate you, my love. I will see you on the next episode.